Hey everyone, welcome to English with Hassan 1 and 2. If you're looking to master English, you're in the right place. Whether you're starting from scratch or aiming to improve your skills, I'm here to make your journey fun, easy, and super effective.
The question is, what are WH words? Let's see. We have seen these in the previous lessons and we've explained everything. For example, what we use it for things. How for manners or method. Where for places. When for time. Why for reason. Who for person or people. Which when we have a choice to make, to choose between two things. How many when we ask about the number, and how much when we ask about quantity or the price of something. So we are going to see these with verb to have. Let's see. Before we have real sentences, we are going to see the rules. Questions rules. So this is the rule how to make a question in English. The first word is what or how or where, so it's WH word. Why do we call them WH words? Because all of them, or the 90% of them, starts with WH, with the exception of how. How starts just with H, while all the other words start with WH. So the first word is what. The second word is do, the auxiliary verb. And the third word is subject. I, you, we, you, they, he, she, it, plus verb to have, plus complement. So, for example, what do you have for breakfast? So what is the WH word? Do is the auxiliary, plus you, the subject, have the verb, and for breakfast, complement. So this is the question. Let's see the answers rules. So always we start with subject, I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they, and the verb have, for example, and the complement. So subject, verb, complement. I have tea and toast. So we are going to practice these rules in real sentences. So the first question, what do I have? I am asking you, what do I have? You say to me, you have, and you state something that I have. The second question, I am asking you, what do you have? You answer me, I have, you have something. We are going to see this in examples. So the first question with I, the second question with you. What do I have? What do you have? Let's see plural form. What do we have? So when we ask what do we have two answers. We can answer we have this and this and this, and you can answer you have this and this and this. So the third question in the plural form, what do you all, a group of people, what do you all have? So the answer, we have this and this and this. And what do they have? So I am asking you about a group of people, what do they have? You say to me, they have this and this and this. So this is the rule. We are going to see more examples. So pay attention to the open questions and answers. When we studied short answers, we studied closed questions. It means closed questions when we answer just with yes or no, and we should know the rule how to answer them. But now with open questions, so open questions always start with what, where, who, how, why, when, which. In these types of questions, you can't answer just with yes or no and subject and auxiliary verb. So you should give a full and complete sentence. So you should answer subject, verb, complement. So to explain this, let's go to the examples. So the first question we have with the verb to have is, what do you have for breakfast? Let's see what is the WH word. We have do the auxiliary, we have you subject, and we have the verb have, and for breakfast the complement. So this is the rule. What do you have for breakfast? So the answer, we have possible answers. I have a cup of coffee and toast with tomato and olive. So this is not olive. So we don't have I after O. so there is no I, so it's a printing mistake, and olive oil. The second example, I have a glass of hot milk, bread and butter. The next example, I have a tea, which means a cup of tea. I have a tea or a cup of tea, bread and olive oil. So it's written correct now. I have a cup of coffee or a coffee, bread and cheese and jam. And the last answer, I have black coffee, black olives and butter. So you see that the answer, we have subject, verb and the complement. So to try to practice these examples, let's go to the next slide. In this slide we have, what do you have for lunch? As I am Moroccan, I answered with Moroccan food. So I have a tagine with beef, lamb, so B is silent, lamb, or goat's meat, and a variety of vegetables and Moroccan special spices and homemade bread. The next example, I have a tagine with minced meat and eggs. The next example, I have a tagine with fish, lemon, tomatoes, and green olives for lunch. I have Moroccan couscous every Friday, because all Moroccan people, or the majority of Moroccan people, they have couscous every Friday. The next example, I have a pizza for lunch. And the last example, I have grills or barbecue. Let's go to the next slide. What do you have for dinner? What do you have for dinner? I have a light dinner, a fruit, and yogurt. So yogurt is spelled in two ways. You can spell it, write it like this, or you can write it with H. Y-O-G-H-U-R-T. So both of them correct. I have a glass of milk and bread with chocolate. So there is an O missing, chocolate. So C-H-O-C-O-L-A-T-E. So there is an O missing. I have vegetables soup. I have Moroccan harira. So Moroccan harira, it's Moroccan soup. I sometimes have tagine. I have fish. I have tea, eggs with tomatoes and bread.
And with that, we've reached the end of today's lesson. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends. Share with us in the comments what you learned or if you have any questions. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any new lessons. Together, we'll make learning English a fun and easy experience. I'll see you in the next video, God willing. Goodbye.